It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in partnership with TNS Media Group with the team and the family. I want to say something out here to the world today, to people, everyone, all of our viewers, whoever they may be. I do this stuff just to, because I have a love for sports. I have a love for sports. I have a love for hustling and grinding. So I thank everyone who's been supporting us thus far, no matter who you may have been, whether it was 5, 10, 20 followers, subscribers, everyone who's been following us and clicking on our channel and viewing our content. I appreciate y'all. We've been around. It'll be a year in the first week of June. It'll be 1 year for us. We have surpassed 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have over 100,000 followers on Instagram. And we want to thank everyone who's been tuning in and showing their support for watching our videos. But let's jump into this news today. NBA news, starting the NBA. Great series. Oklahoma City Thunder traveled to Minnesota to play the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they came up, short in Game 3. But Game 4, they came out and they showed grit, and they took this game from the Timberwolves. Timberwolves came out, a little flat. But they were kind of in the game, even though Anthony Edwards only took 2 shots at halftime. But then ultimately, Oklahoma City Thunder kind of pulled this game out because they showed that they had the grit. They were just well prepared. Now Ant is now suffering from a lot of backlash from their saying that he didn't, come out and shoot the ball enough. He wasn't assertive enough in his game. Why do you think players aren't that assertive enough sometimes on these big stages? What's your thoughts? Why do you think that happens?
They're human beings, Sophie. This is my read on it. They're human beings. You're gonna have days where you're off. Like, you can give 100% easily, but your shot got to be going in. You got to not be turning the ball over. You're gonna have off games. Yeah. So I don't look at it as he didn't give his all. I'm quite sure that man was sweating, running up and down that court all game long, trying to win. Yeah. Ain't nobody out there just to be just kiki. At least I think that anyway. It's an off night. Yeah. It's an off night. You might have a team to come out there and all 5 starters then hit 6 threes. They won't do that the rest of the series again. They had an on night. So this is one of them nights that they caught, him off. Now we're gonna sit back and see when they play the next game.
Yeah, I think it's over. But I think
it's over?
Yeah, I think it's
over. You think they're going home?
Yeah, they're down 3-1. I mean, they got to win 3 straight games to win this series. To Oklahoma City Thunder winning 1. So now, what I'm saying. Now, Anthony Edwards, he went to the.
They still got to wait, though. They got a chance.
Yeah, but it's a small chance. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened since. The only person that did it was LeBron James.
But it can be done. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a small window.
Okay.
That's like it's like it's like me, just shooting a shot from here, right. All over the court, all over there, no look, make it. That's the chances they have. But let's get into now. Oklahoma City Thunder, they did play fairly well, and they will be going to the NBA Finals, in my opinion. This series is over. Anthony Edwards in the post-conference, he said, post-game conference, he said, "I made all the right plays. I might not take a lot of shots, but I made all the right plays. I don't feel like I made the wrong play," which is, accurate and correct. I agree. He did make the right plays. Didn't have very many turnovers, but in these big stages in these games, you got to take over the game. You got to take over. You got to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's not effective in what he did, but he played fairly well. I just think that he could have been a little bit more aggressive on offense. But probably could have changed the game. Maybe changed the defensive coverages for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But you're saying this stage sometimes everybody has a hiccup where these things happen.
We see it. We see it game in, game out. We was just talking about him a couple games ago and what he came back and did. Cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked. Like we seen the late, great Kobe Bryant go out there. Every game he wasn't giving you 50 and 60. Majority of his games, yes, because he was very talented. But you have them nights where it's just not hitting.
Kobe different though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, not trying to compare Anthony Edwards to Kobe.
No, we're
Kobe
not
going to assert himself in that game. You're gonna see Kobe. He's gonna make it. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna play. He's gonna get his shots up. He's gonna pick. He's gonna get to his spots. He don't care who's guarding him. Kobe Bryant is gonna be effective in these big stages. That's why he got 5 rings. But my thing is, now you look at flip side. The Thunder, SGA, 40 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Then they had a triple-double. they can't guard them. Then they got.
But you already liked the Thunder, though. You like them.
Yeah, they did.
So you speak from a biased standpoint. I can hear it in your voice.
No.
You up there, like you starting to heat up a little bit talking about them. You over there, you sat up straight and yeah, SGA, and that's your guy right there.
It is, for sure.
Go ahead, though. What you saying,
for sure,
though?
he is. I ain't gonna lie about that. Anthony Edwards is my guy as well. I like him too. But right now, it's SGA's time, in my opinion. Then he got a supporting cast. They got Jay Will coming in with 34 points. So this team, these guys are kind of like, they remind me, I'm not trying to compare the two, but they remind me of like Jordan and Pimpin a little bit in the younger years.
Okay.
They young.
Okay.
I mean, SGA playing out as my MVP, Williams, playing defense, being assertive on offense as well. So these guys are going to go to the NBA Finals, and I don't think any of those teams in the Eastern Conference can beat them, neither the Knicks or the Pacers. So for me, if they stay healthy, they will win the NBA championship this year. For sure.
That's a heavy statement right there for you. But I can see it. The way they playing right now, they're playing extremely well. And you see they putting the clamps on Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
They ain't playing around with him at all. He's extremely good from my point of view. Y'all might have look on different players that differ from my views. But I think everybody would say that Anthony Edwards is a great player.
Yes.
And they're making that player look regular.
Yeah, Dort, they're chasing around screens. They're being physical with
They
it.
on his line. They on his line. They ain't letting him dribble that ball. Once he get that ball in his hand, they in his face.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Face-to-face contact, let's get it done. They're showing you that they want to win.
Exactly. So that's why I think they're going to win. You said it's a small window for them to
Yeah,
win.
but it is. As long as they still got a chance. They still got another game. That's the window right there.
Window's
That's all I'm
closed.
saying. No, the window ain't closed until they lose this game coming up. And that's when the window of opportunity has officially shut and locked on them.
That crowd in Oklahoma City is going to be going crazy. That defense is going to be popping. They're going to be clicking on offense. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Timberwolves get blown out up there in Oklahoma City. I believe they will get blown out by at least 20 points next game. At least 20 points. Game 5, they're going to get blown out. Easy. I just see it. I don't think that they're going to be able to go up there and win a game. They haven't showed it really all season, and they definitely ain't showed it in the playoffs. So they're going to go up there and get blown out, and I think the Thunder are going to go to the championship and be awaiting the winner of the Pacers and the Knicks series.
And Pacers is coming out of there to me.
I would love for it to be New York. The reason why, because I can get to go to some of them games. I go up there to New York.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I go up there and see them play, man, because it's right there, like an hour and a half ride. Right. Go up there, go sit on the floor or something, watch them play. That'll be a good experience. But in my opinion, I look forward to the Thunder to win this series. And I think
when they play tonight?
No, tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow the door will close on Anthony Edwards, and that's what you're saying.
Just for this season. I think
that's what I'm talking about. For this season, they're going fishing. Then that's what you're saying.
Yeah, they're going fishing.
Because the saying is when you get sent home eliminated from playoff contention, that you're going fishing. There.
Yeah, this series is over.
Okay. They're
not winning 3 straight games on Oklahoma City Thunder.
But they just got to worry about one game at a time. They can't worry about 3 right now. Right now is the game that's in front of them, the game that's directly in front of them. You go in there and you take one at a time because it could be done. We already said it. Kobe Bryant and them did it. LeBron James and them.
Yes.
So it can be done.
They don't have a LeBron James and a Kyrie Irving on that team.
And the guy Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's not
he's
no
good.
trash.
I'm not gonna go into him. He's not better than LeBron.
No, we're not gonna do that. No, I'm not doing none of that. Because I already know how you feel about that anyway. But they got a chance. They still got an opportunity, a small, like you said, slight opportunity. But at the end of the day, they got great pieces around them that can get it done. You see, they got one win already. Ain't like they can't win. Mm-hmm. All they got to do is get one win at a time. One win starting tomorrow. Going there with the mindset of one win at a time.
They played 4 games. They won 1.
All right. Okay.
So they all play. So you mean tell me they gonna win the next? They gonna win the next 3?
They need to just win 2 more. 2 more.
They gotta win 3 more.
No, they gotta win 3 more to close the door in the series. But the objective number right now is 2. Let's worry about getting this 2.
Getting 2.
Getting 2 games so we have a game 7.
I thought you said get 1. So now you can
No. You get the 1, and then after the 1, like overall they should be just worried about 2 games.
And game 7 gonna be in Oklahoma City.
But that's where you lay it all on the line. It's game 7. It's game 7. We here, y'all. We made it. It's game 7.
Okay. I just think that is over, in my opinion. But I respect your opinion. But now, other thing is, The Thunder have the #1 defense in the league, and I mean, so I just said it is over, man. I don't see the T-Wolves coming back. They look defeated walking off that court. They didn't look like they looked like they was done. They gave everything they had in that game. That game was so intense down the stretch that whoever won that game, whoever won, I was thinking whoever won this game is gonna win the series.
Right.
Of course, because the Thunder will go 3-1, but if Minnesota would have won that game, it would have been hard. It would have been a hard series for the Thunder. That was too close at the end. But, I look forward to seeing what happens with this series. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. The other thing is, they still for the fans of the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's not over with yet. My co-partner up here, he likes to, he's not going to straddle the fence. It's either white or black with him, which is cool. I see a gray area, and that gray area is they haven't won 4 games yet, which is OKC. They have not won 4 games yet. And you got to win 4 games in a series to move on, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to slither, hold on to a hold. If you don't hold on to it, you might as well just don't even watch the next game coming up.
If you're looking for a career in home care, call Medicare LLC. We have the top pay, PTO, holiday pay, medical, dental, 401k. Call now. That's 215-644-8341.
So listen, man, make sure y'all stay focused out here in this world. Make sure y'all stay on top of y'all grind and make sure y'all just do what y'all got to do. And understand that sometimes things can be slow for you, things can be, bad for you in a sense, but you got to keep working and work through it, in my opinion. Now, let's get into, I want to speak about this. Now, you got players, right? Mm-hmm. Family members in the stands, dad, mom, brother, uncle, why is it that they feel comfortable? Like if you're playing in the NBA, right? And your dad want to come down there and approach a player, right? And try to get in his face and say certain things to him. Is that player wrong for smacking the hell out of you, or putting his hands on your father, something like that? If he wanted to shove your father out of his face, mug him out of his face, is he wrong for your father? If your father or your brother got in his face, is he wrong for that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This goes back to a segment that we was talking about a couple weeks ago. Ain't nobody getting knocked out. Ain't nobody getting knocked out, and we're not promoting violence and none of that. But you can't go around disrespecting human beings, whether they are NFL players, NBA players, you're a regular law-abiding citizen. You coming up in a personal space. It's a wild world out here today we live in. We don't know what's going on. Now, I got to conduct myself in a certain manner because of the platform I'm on if I'm one of these NBA players. But when you got your dad and your girl coming up and she saying slurful things to me or even might be trying to spit on, you got to get knocked out. This is the line. If the first person go to sleep, people gonna sit back and be like, well, yeah, we can't just go down there and just, for real. Like, you gotta show respect. To get respect, you gotta give respect. That's just it, man. That's just it. You cannot be going in people's face. People don't know how you coming at them. I know I got a family to go home to. I gotta come out here and perform for you guys if I'm an NBA player, make my money and go home to my family. I wanna do this every night. That's the key. When I come out, when I play this game, the key is making it home to my family. For the fans and whoever, the father and all that comes at me and addresses me in a demeaning manner, like I can see if they just was like, yo, you talking trash, all right, you can let that go. All right, but you come up and you might push me or I don't know what you gonna do to me. Yeah. What I do know is I'm going home with my wife and kids. So by me saying that, I'm gonna do something to make sure he don't do something to me. Now again, we're not promoting violence. We're not on none of that. But at the end of the day, you gotta respect man. You got to respect man. You just can't be going around putting your hands in people's faces and gripping them up and stuff of that nature. That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
So you got, Tyrese Haliburton's father. He's been banned, I believe, from away games, but he's able to come to the home games in like Indiana. But he recently got into Giannis Antetokounmpo's face.
Yeah, he's supposed to go to sleep
after the game. So
supposed to get knocked out.
But Tyrese Haliburton said he didn't agree with his father's antics. But
exactly, his son even saying like, "Come on, pop."
So still, if he knock your pop, you say you're not gonna have a problem with somebody knocking your pop out, even if you're wrong.
Yeah, if my pop wrong, like get up. You playing around? We all grown men here, man.
So hold on.
We all grown men. If I look up and I'm over there and I'm at the locker room, I'm drinking my little Gatorade and I'm ready to go back out, and I look and I see my pop sleep, I'm gonna find out what happened. Evidently, he found out what happened. Because he said his pop was wrong, right?
He said he didn't agree with what he was
If
doing.
he basically was saying his pop was wrong. If I don't agree with what my pop did, I'm saying he's wrong, right or wrong?
Right, correct.
Okay. And if my pop is snoring, and I find out, and I come to the same conclusion he just came, Pop, you tripped. I bet you won't do that no more. That's what I'm gonna say to him.
So you don't have a problem with Giannis putting, he's 6'9".
He could be 10'9". You went up to that man. You went up and did whatever you did. This man don't know what you bringing him. And again, we're not promoting violence, but you cannot be going in people that you don't even know. You're going up in these players want to make it home, man. They're here to perform for us, for our entertainment. How are you coming from out the stands or wherever you came from to have an altercation with me? Come on, man. You going to sleep. And that's just it. And I guarantee you, after the first knockout, all the fans is going to be humbled. Everybody gonna be like, yeah, they knocking people out. Like, we just gonna shout our little boos or whatever from right here. That's cool.
I don't think you ever seen in the 80s or
What,
early 90s like a family member come on the court and approach like a Charles Barkley.
No, yeah, because they knocking them out. Charles Barkley and all them, Shaq and all them back, Dennis Rodman and all them. See, the players is soft now. And what I'm saying is the nature of
the league has
like,
made it
it's
where
like
they
when you
can't.
had the bad boys and all, fans wasn't thinking about running on no court to do something to somebody. Them dudes was thinking about running up there with the fans. You can't do that. You cannot conduct yourself in a manner like a war. And this is not that. You're not in war. You're not in the army. No. You're going up to because of your emotions. I can see if I did something to you to cause you to come at me in this manner. Mm-hmm. You're mad at a sport that I might be cooking. I might be cooking your team. So you get in my face? No, you gotta go to sleep, man. You gotta go to sleep. And when I say go to sleep, that means knocked out, physically knocked out.
So knuckle
to forehead, chin, cheek, mouth, all that.
So how is this making it better though? It's like
no, because it's drawing a line. It's not making it better because it's a negative reaction to a negative reaction, but it came up with a positive because now that he's asleep, it's an understanding now. It's an awareness.
Yeah.
A line has been drawn in the sand with him sleeping. So now, for next encounters, people that think they may want to come and get in a player fit, they like, whoa, remember what's his name went to sleep last week? Well, hold up, yeah, I ain't gonna run up on him because it's a line now. It's a line.
Yeah.
It's gonna be less likely of somebody coming up to you and putting their hands on you or addressing you in a manner that you shouldn't be dressed in.
Okay. All right. Well, I hear that. But I just think that punching somebody in the face, in my opinion, is a little extreme.
It is extreme. But if you put your hands on me first, I gotta defend myself. I got the right to defend myself.
Listen, they foreheads was touching. They was talking. And they foreheads.
Yeah, I grabbed him by his face and mugged him back to his seat. You see how I told you he could have mugged him over rows back to his row. Yeah. He'd have got up back there like, is you crazy, man? Shoot your foul shots. Yeah, he'd have been cool with that. He'd have been cool with that.
That was the end of the game, though.
End of the game. All right, well, listen, I'm going this way. You going that way. That's it. Now, you out here because you are in your feelings. You are emotionally distraught right now. So you think you could come to me and you on the floor. You on the floor of our arena. You come from your stands, come on the floor and get face to face with me, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's not called for, man. Now, like I said, if something crazy was to happen, whereas though he would have slapped him or choked him out, is he wrong? Is he really wrong? Like, that's the question, y'all. Is he really wrong? Fans got it, and now he's sitting back talking about he want a lawsuit now. If anything go awry.
But he ain't touch him. They just face to face.
But still, I don't know what you're going to do. You're coming at me in an aggressive manner. You ran out the stands onto the floor. I don't know what's on your mind. You ain't supposed to be down here. This is just for the players. Am I correct?
Yeah, but the family members come on the floor at the end of the game.
Not to get in nobody's face.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
Exactly.